again, and welcome to Fayette Regional's Health Talk. I'm Charity Moore.
And I'm Doug Fischesser. Thank you for joining us. As always, Health Talk is made possible by TV3 and Fayette Regional Health System, so viewers in the Whitewater Valley can be better informed of the health and wellness topics and opportunities in your area.
That's right, Doug. And Fayette Regional's Health Talk is also your source for up-to-date health news and events that are important to Connersville, Fayette County, and the entire Whitewater Valley. Leading this edition in Health Talk News for the announcement that Fayette Regional Health System added new specialists to its team of physicians. Dr. Shahab Zaidi, endocrinologist, is widely recognized for his many years of excellent patient care, including 19 years with St. Vincent's in Indianapolis. Dr. Zaidi is also well known for excellence in clinical care through diagnosis and management for patients with diabetes. With Dr. Zaidi, Fayette Regional now offers some of the most advanced specialized care in the region, caring for patients with complex endocrinology disorders, diabetes, and more.
Fayette Regional also welcomes the physicians of the Indiana Podiatry Group. These experienced foot and ankle specialists practice medicine and surgery involving all parts of the foot, ankle, and associated lower leg. Indiana Podiatry Group at Fayette Regional sees adults and children and offer in-office x-rays, vascular testing, and minor surgical procedures. Call today for a specialist consultation. Early morning and evening hours are available to accommodate your busy schedule.
In other news, Fayette Regional staff and the community alike raise their sleeves 4 times a year to give the gift of life. Last year, over 60 units of blood were donated, helping supply over 60 hospitals in Indiana. Over the next 2 months, there are 2 opportunities to donate blood at Fayette Regional. So please join us on February the 26th from 2 to 7 p.m. and March 17th from noon to 4 p.m. Our goal this year is 100 units. For more information, call Fayette Regional at 765-827-8058. And when we return, our guests will be in the studio to tell us how Fayette Regional can help us stick to our New Year's resolution.
Fayette Regional is proud to welcome Dr. Amy Wynn to our Healthy Women OBGYN staff of physicians. Joining Dr. John Landry, she will be providing outstanding OBGYN services to the women of Fayette County and the Whitewater Valley. Visit their offices at 3542 Western Avenue or give them a call at 765-825-0538 to set up an appointment. Great care is right here at Fayette Regional.
Welcome back. Joining us now is Crystal Evans, and she is the team advisor at Fayette Regional's HealthWork Fitness and Wellness Center in Connersville. Thanks for joining us, Crystal.
Thanks for having me, Charity.
So let's start with the obvious. I know that we've all set those resolutions for the new year, and if anyone is like me, we're barely hanging on by a thread. So what is it that HealthWorks Wellness can do to help keep us all on track for the entire year?
Well, we always offer a special at the beginning of the year just for people that want to do their New Year's resolutions. So we have extended the 6-month special for $99 until February 15th.
Is there any contract to sign, Crystal?
No, you never have to sign a contract.
Could you tell us what the hours are?
We are fully staffed Monday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Friday, we are staffed 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. And Saturday, we're open 8 a.m. to 2.
Okay. Well, what type of equipment do you have? Because I know personally when I'm starting to work out at the gym for the first time, I'm really intimidated when I walk in and I see all the machinery.
Well, we have your standard cardio equipment. We have ellipticals, treadmills, stair steppers, and bikes, but we also have free weights and the Cybex Nautilus machines.
All right. Well, I've been trying my hand at yoga lattes and the Move, Groove, and Redroove classes. What other ones do you offer?
We offer Zumba, which is a dance-based class as well. We also have spinning, which is on a different type of a bike with a resistance knob, so you can go as hard or slow as you want. We also have kickboxing and boot camp, but our Silver Sneakers classes are also pretty popular.
Well, Crystal, since I'm heading over the hill, could you give me a little idea what Silver Sneakers is about?
Silver Sneakers is a program where certain entrances will pay for you to have a full membership, so you might want to check yours out, Doug. But we do have special senior classes, and some of them involve a chair, so if if they need help with balance and that kind of thing. But Anthem, AARP, and Humana does offer plans that will pay for the membership.
I see. Is there any other wellness services that you offer?
We do have massage therapy. You can get it in an hour or a half hour. It's $45 for an hour or $30 for half an hour.
Well, I know my kids are really bugging me to get out of the house now that we've had all these snow days and things. Do you offer kids programs there at HealthWorks Wellness?
We do. We have martial arts. It is Tuesday and Thursday from 7 to 8, and it's only $15 a month. And then we also have a kids Zumba, which is for ages 4 to 12. It is Wednesdays, and it's at 4:30.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks so much for stopping in and joining us today and sharing those opportunities that HealthWorks Wellness has to offer to continue our support and our quest for a healthy living.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Crystal. We'll be right back.
Fayette Regional.
Jerry Sykes Services is a medically managed short-term inpatient unit for seniors 65 years of age and older, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Please join me for a closer look at the new Fayette Regional Jerry Sykes Services.
Hi, I'm Randy White, President and CEO of Fayette Regional Health System, and I would like to welcome you to the geriatric services of the Fayette Regional Care Pavilion. The goal of Fayette Regional Health System is to be East Central Indiana's healthcare leader through state-of-the-art facilities, superior care, and service excellence. I am honored to present to you Fayette Regional Jerry Sykes Services at the Fayette Regional Care Pavilion.
Recent studies have shown that nearly 1 out of every 5 Americans, some 72 million people, will be 65 years of age or older by the year 2030. As these seniors begin to experience the disorders associated with aging, access to quality mental health services is critical. Fayette Regional recognizes this great need and is honored to provide this service facility.
When one person in the family suffers with a mental or emotional illness, everyone else in the household is affected as well. Fayette Regional Jerry Sykes Services offers a warm and supportive atmosphere to help minimize this impact. Upon admission, we will perform a thorough evaluation to determine what is causing the behavioral changes. We provide services with primary psychiatric diagnoses such as mood disorders, cognitive disorders, delusional disorders, psychotic disorders, and/or anxiety disorders. Here at Fayette Regional Jerry Sykes Services, there is hope.
The goal at Fayette Regional Jerry Sykes Services is to return our patients to the best possible level of health. Our treatment team includes psychiatrists, physicians, registered nurses, and clinical social workers. Also includes occupational and physical therapists as well as activity therapists. We will work our hardest with the patients and families and medical care providers to develop an individualized treatment plan. This includes one-to-one psychiatric meetings, peer group therapy, and therapeutic activities and leisure activities. Additionally, we will offer our family education, aftercare, its support and instructions, and caregiver support to assist in coping with these very sensitive issues and diagnosis of our loved ones.
For more information or to schedule a free consultation, call Fayette Regional Jerry Sykes Services. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All information is completely confidential. Fayette Regional Jerry Sykes Services. There is help.
There is help.
There is help.
There is help.
There is hope.
There is hope.
There is hope.
There is hope.
Welcome back. Continuing our New Year's fitness theme, we welcome in the studio Kelly House and cross-country runner Sarah Rep. Thanks for joining us on Health Talk today.
And Charity, thank you for having us.
Well, let's just go ahead and get started. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I am the boys and girls cross country coach at Connersville High School. I am actually from Connersville. I graduated from Connersville High School and went to Franklin College and got my degree in education. And this is my 13th year teaching, so I'm back in Connersville and doing great.
Well, awesome. Your staff at Connersville, right? You're also the cross country coach. What was your motivation to become a teacher and a coach?
I think that one of my biggest influences when I was in high school was my cross country coach, Craig Stern. He was a PE teacher and one of the biggest role models in my life. So I think that definitely influenced my career path.
He was an amazing. Is he still teaching? Is he retired?
No, he just retired last couple of years. But it was nice to actually come back to Connersville High School and sit with him for lunch every day.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what your role is being a faculty member and a coach? And then Sarah, maybe do you want to talk about your team a little bit?
Yeah, I am a freshman PE teacher at the high school. I have every freshman that comes in. It's entry-level physical education. With that, I'm also, like I said previously, I'm the cross-country head coach for boys and girls. I'm also an assistant track coach. And I've been doing that. This is my 4th year as head coach and 7th year as assistant track coach.
Oh, wow. And then Sarah, tell us a little bit about the team.
We've had a lot of success this year, really. Both boys and girls have done really, really well. We both won our sectionals, and the girls were conference champions, which was really awesome. And we've all just placed actually really well. So.
Nice, nice. Well, this all kind of ties into our next subject and why we're here. Can you tell us a little bit about the Fayette 5K and maybe how many years it's been held, and have you always been a part of that?
This is the 4th annual Fayette 5K. I have been a part of most of them. I've run in 3. One I was pregnant, so didn't participate in that one. But this is my 2nd year helping organize that race. We last year teamed with you guys at Fayette Regional to put this together and try to increase the numbers and make it a big success. And it also works as a fundraiser for our cross country team. Through the collaboration, we're able to, earn a little bit of money, and like last year, we ended up buying a tent for our away meet, so it was a big help for us.
Well, my daughter, she was a cross-country runner in middle school, and so those tents are everywhere, so I'm glad that you guys were able to do that.
They are, and we had this little tiny white tent that would blow away every time we would go anywhere, so now we actually have one of the nicest ones, and it actually has our name on it, and, we feel like we belong now. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about when and where the 5K will be held this year?
The 5K is going to be on April 5th. Okay. The race begins at 9 o'clock, and it is starts and finishes at the intersection of Fayette Regional and the middle school on the back side. Race pretty much runs through town, through the park. It's a flat course, very fast times, enjoyed by all usually.
Okay, well, maybe you can help me with this too, Sarah. I don't know. Are there different age classes for that? Because I know someone of my age, I'm not going to come close to someone that's her age or even younger. So do you have those opportunities?
Yeah, we do. There are different age groups. They start typically, there's a kiddie run, actually, where we gave out stuffed animals last year. It was so much fun, and my kids actually lined the race away and high-fived the little guys as they were running along. There's also a wheelchair division. There's a walk, so if you are not looking to run the race, you can still participate. Age groups, we have a 15 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, about every 9 years after that. So there is a division for everyone. Sarah actually won the race last year, so
congratulations.
She will definitely be supporting this year. Not sure if she'll be racing it.
She just heard it here. She is running it, so she's committing right here live.
So it'll be up for grabs this year. So.
All right. Well, what kind of awards and prizes do we have?
Won last year a nice big trophy. And we've got trophies for first, second, and third place overall for males and females of the run and the walk, actually. And we will have medals for first, second, and third in each age group beyond that. And like I said, there'll be some sort of toy for the children's run.
Well, that's nice. So it kind of dips down a little bit to make sure that there is some coverage there for everyone.
There's a lot of bling given out, so.
Nice. Well, all that sounds great. I don't know if I can commit to actually doing a 5K, but if I did want to, how would I go about registering?
There are multiple ways that you can register. Hopefully in the next few days we'll have some paper copies out in the community to where you can pick those up and mail those in. You can also print those off the website at Fayette Regional, their website, and you can also at stewartroadracing.com. We are partnering with them this year to do the timing of the race. He has state-of-the-art equipment, and you'll be able to get online and check all of that out, and your paces and how you've ranked in your age groups. You can get all of that on his website as well.
Well, since you mentioned Stewart Road Racing, and I have seen him in action a little bit, explain like the high-tech chips that they have, and can you elaborate on that?
Yeah,
a little bit?
in the last few years, really, the chips have really taken fire. It's a little black chip that you put on your shoe, and it automatically times your races.
Okay.
He also, on his website, he'll break it down and age grade them. So if you're someone, in your 50s and you want to see how you did against someone Sarah's age, it'll actually score the race that way. So you can see, for someone of that age group, how they did against someone of any other age group. It's really neat technology.
Oh, wow, that is interesting. And you did say that forms could be picked up. We will have them at Fayette Regional, Foundation Office probably, HealthWorks, Wellness. Are there any other locations? Will they be out in the community? Or
the plan is to have them out in the community a little bit more this year, getting a little bit better head start this year for it.
Okay.
They'll be available at the high school as well. You can pick them up at the athletic office. And like I said, HealthWorks, Fayette Regional, and print them online.
Okay. Well, what's that deadline?
The deadline for pre-registration is March 26th. And by registering early, it guarantees that you get the $12 pre-registration rate plus the t-shirt.
Gotcha. So if you don't get pre-registered, are you still able, though, last minute, hey, my plans changed, let's race? Can I do that?
Most of my races are morning of races. So you can definitely go day of and register. I know most people don't, they don't know if they're going to be able to open up their schedule in order to do it. So from 7:30 till 8:30 in the atrium, you can come down and fill out a registration entry form and get registered. It'll be $15 instead of $12, but pre-registration guarantees your shirt, and morning of might not.
Okay, well, touching on that, I remember last year we had like packets for our runners. Should they just come the morning of to pick those packets up, and will they come to the atrium? Is that the same setup?
Yeah, they will. Again, this year we'll set up in the atrium, and along with the pre-registration, the morning of registers can come and pick up their packets there. We'll have everything put together for them. Their chips will be in the bag, their shirts will be in the bag, and any pre-race instructions will be in there.
Nice. Well, let's just hope that we have great weather.
I hope so too. Last year it was a little chilly, but we still had, over 250 participants, and hopefully we have more this year.
Well, I stayed inside last year to do registration, so, but I saw everyone coming in, and they're, really cold. But,
and Sarah can elaborate a little bit. We definitely will appreciate your support if you come out.
No, definitely, yeah. I don't know what to say.
Well, and it, like you said, it is a partnership with the fundraiser with the cross-country team, so making sure that the community realize it's definitely kid-based here.
Oh, absolutely. We are, we're partnering with you guys to make a difference in this program. Last year, it definitely gave us a huge boost, and I have some some kids on my team that sometimes need a little bit of financial assistance, and this gives me the flexibility to purchase those things for them, and it really is the best thing for all of us.
That's so nice, and I'm so grateful that Fayette Regional can partner with such a great cause to help with the kids. It's always about the kids. So
Absolutely.
no matter what organization, it's always about the kids. Okay. Well, Kelly and Sarah, thanks so much for stopping in the studio today and joining us. We really appreciate having you here.
Thanks for having us.
No problem.
On your marks, get set.
The Fayette 5K Run and Walk with a fun time guaranteed for all. Pre-registration is just $12 for a 15-day of race with divisions for all ages in running, walking, and wheelchair with lots of trophies and medals awarded, as well as door prizes. There's also kiddie races, so bring the whole family. The Fayette 5K. Register online at fayetteregional.org.
Welcome back. Doug, can you tell us a little bit about what's been going on in the foundation this year?
Well, we've been pretty busy lately. We just wrapped up our annual appeal, and now we're in high gear planning on some of the events for 2014.
Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about the history of the foundation and maybe how it came to be?
Well, the foundation started back in 1981. We had a rather big bequest from the J. Earl Henry family of about $650,000, and with that situation, the hospital thought, well, we might want to set up a foundation and start doing things like raising money and supporting the hospital. So that's how it got started. With that bequest of $650,000, we built the hospital built the physician's office building just north of the parking lot, the north parking lot now. And now it is the primary care facility and along with the immediate care facility. The foundation also, through the years, especially the last 20 years, has helped fund two major expansions. In 1995, the first expansion was the south end of the hospital, which made up the ER area, the lab area on the first floor, and on the second floor is the whole surgical unit, the offices and the operating and surgical area. And on the third floor, the ICU went above that. So that was quite a big major renovation. In 2003 was the other major renovation, was the west part of the hospital, which made up the atrium on the first floor and also the oncology area on the first floor. Above that is the Women's Center, which is now located the Women's Center. And on the third floor they put the orthopedic offices, orthopedic rooms, and also the rehab area along with the pool. So as you can tell, the foundation has been very active in funding renovation projects over the last 20 years.
Wow. Well, can you give us a little insight maybe on what the foundation does to help the hospital in its everyday setting?
Well, the focus of the foundation is to provide funding and support for programs and services for the hospital. The foundation is a private foundation. I get a lot of questions from time to time about do we support other things in the community? Well, we do through the hospital. And we have the foundation has its own board separate from the hospital board. And but we work within the framework of the hospital, and that in turn provides support for the community. We are a 501(c) nonprofit organization, so obviously that gives our donors and supporters the obvious tax break through the gift tax deduction. So there's many ways in which the foundation does support the hospital through the year. Number one is the hospital does about $60 million in charity care a year. The foundation obviously helps support that. The charity care is made up of uncompensated care, bad debt, insurance non-payment, things like that. Medicare and Medicaid. Medicare, we only get paid 30 cents out of a dollar on Medicaid, or Medicare and Medicaid about 15 cents on the dollar. And also we do a lot of free charity care. About $1.5 million a year in free charity care is provided through the hospital. Number two, equipment purchases. We have probably anywhere from $20 million to $30 million worth of equipment in the hospital and the outlying buildings, and obviously we use that equipment every day, and of course that stuff wears out. So we help provide funding for new equipment and renovated equipment, continuing ed and staff development for a lot of our departments. We help support that, and also community outreach, which obviously you're very much involved in, being the community outreach coordinator. but we also do a lot of blood draws, health fairs through the various businesses in town, and also some fundraising events. Last year we did the Duck Dynasty event with the help of the school system, partnering with them, but also we do fundraisers for at football games, basketball games, things like that. So obviously we're very active in the community to help raise funds. And also I'll talk a little bit about the last 5 years. The Brookville Healthplex was renovated we started in 2007, finished in 2009. We renovated from an immediate care building into basically a specialty care building for the Brookville area. Third floor reno started in 2010. We renovated 18 patient rooms upstairs. We raised money for that. We put in all new flooring. We painted the rooms, put new beds and things like that. So we basically renovated all 18 rooms and the waiting areas also. And also ER renovation through a bequest of another donor. Last year, that was started in 2012, that finished in 2013, so we renovated the whole ER area.
Wow. Last year I know that we received a pretty nice donation from a former volunteer. Would you care to elaborate on that?
It was a bequest from the Sefton sisters. Hilda was a volunteer for years at the hospital, a 30-year volunteer, and her sister Marie was a longtime school teacher in the school system, I think about 40 years. Hilda logged over 16,000 hours of volunteer work in the hospital. So as you well know, we have a very active volunteer group at the hospital, which obviously I always tell people that the hospital couldn't run without the volunteers. But we received a $500,000 bequest from both sisters. Marie died in 1997, and Hilda died in 2011. And with that money, we renovated the entire ER area, inside and out in the waiting area. We put in new nurses station, room remodel and decor, physician's offices, badly need of some room for all of that, and also consultation rooms and as I said, the waiting area. So, and as a result, we dedicated that area to the Sefton sisters. So
nice. And if I recall, don't we have a stone type picture with their picture on that?
We have a plaque in the waiting area that basically talks about the history of obviously Hilda being a volunteer and obviously the great bequest and the support we got from them. So very, very nice.
Nice to put a face with the name
exactly.
of the giver.
Exactly.
Well, what are some of the opportunities that donors have to maybe support the foundation?
Well, kind of going along with the bequest idea, a planned gift probably is the most obvious ways to give to the hospital. A donor will set up a planned gift within their estate, like the Sefton sisters did. It can come in various different ways. It can very easily be a cash donation. It can be a gift of securities. It can be a gift of life insurance or real estate. Those are probably the four simple examples. And really with a transaction of a check or transferring ownership over to the hospital, and also the opportunities for the donor is it obviously lessens their taxable amount on their estate. So obviously it benefits them also along with the hospital.
Okay. Well, as the community outreach coordinator at the hospital and obviously working closely with you with the foundation, I know that we do have several fundraising activities planned for the year, but do you want to share maybe a couple of the larger ones that we have coming up?
We have three main fundraising events a year that the foundation puts on. First of all, the annual appeal. That just got over. It runs from October to the end of December. We reach out to the community. We reach out to the volunteers, our team members, team leaders, and also our suppliers and vendors. Obviously, we do a lot of business with our suppliers and vendors over the year, basically anywhere from $20 million to $30 million a year, supplies and things that we buy for the hospital. So we reach out to them to help support the annual appeal and what we do. The annual appeal, there is 16 different areas of giving. People may have had great treatment and through maybe the heart care center, the oncology area, hospice is a big area where a lot of people give to through the annual appeal and also through memorial donations. So it's just a way to support the hospital, whether it be $10, $15, whatever. But it's a very great way to help support the programs and services that the foundation provides for the hospital. Number 2 is our golf outing. We're going to put on the 34th annual golf outing. So if you're a golfer in the area, obviously it's probably the most popular outing that we put on or is in the area. It'll be September 6th this year, 2014, out at the Willowbrook Country Club. We have as many as usually about 200 players. We have a morning session and an afternoon session. So it's a big day of golf, and it's a fun thing. And again, it raises money for all the things that we do in the hospital. And third is our annual gala, which I think you've got a couple questions about what's going to be happening with that in the next near future.
I do. Well, let's just go ahead and talk a little bit about that annual gala, which is coming up soon.
I'll talk a little bit about its history. It started in 2001. The foundation and the hospital wanted to give sort of a thank you event to all our donors and all the things that they do. So it started out, I think the first 3 years they put it on at some donors' homes here in the area. Oh, wow. And for about 3 or 4 years, our previous administration had taken it to Indianapolis, kind of made it a black tie event. Well, 2009, we decided to bring it back to Connersville because we felt like we wanted to give back to the community. We're a community hospital, and we wanted to give our community members an opportunity to stay here in town and come to the gala. So as it worked out, we moved it back in 2009, and it's become very, very popular. And over the years, this is our 14th. Over the 14 years, we've raised almost $300,000. Wow. So obviously, it's a great thing, and it's a fun event. So.
Well, do you think we should give our viewers a little sneak peek, maybe, of this year's theme?
I think we should.
All right.
The theme this year for the gala will be the Black and White Masquerade. It'll be March 1st, 2014, at the Expo Hall in Connersville, Indiana, right behind the Dairy Queen. The time will be from 6 p.m. to midnight, and the food will be catered by the Old Richmond Inn from Richmond, Indiana, with the MC, Rusty Ammerman, who will take care of some magic acts and things of that nature. There will be about 60 silent auction items and about 10 live auction items, and the band this year is going to be the Endless Summer Band from Indianapolis, Indiana. Invitations are not needed, but you'll just need to reserve your seats or your table. Okay, as you can see, we have some decorations from the theme, which is the Black and White Masquerade. A lot of people have asked about what to wear, and obviously with the black and white idea, we may have anything from black and white tuxedos to the black and white suits, or maybe just some black jeans and white t-shirts along with the many masks that we hope to see at the event. So as you can tell, Charity's got one of the masks on, and hopefully there are going to be plenty of our event goers. We won't know who's behind those masks.
Well, and if anyone is needing any information on the gala, you can certainly give us a call at the foundation office at 765-827-8058. And that's all the time that we have today, so we look forward to everyone joining us next time on Fayette Regional's Health Talk. I'm Charity Moore.
And I'm Doug Fischesser. Stay healthy, Connersville.